And I'll share with you my YouTube link. I'm just gonna link it in the Discord.
Very cool.
And then I guess you can mute that so you don't get like double.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
All right. Hole wants to play. I gotta tell him. All right. Did you add me back yet?
Yeah. Am I? Looks like I'm Steam.
You're offline right now? I guess.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm not supposed to be, but
Let's see which game. Played 2 support games. Dazzle, Witch Doctor.
the Witch Doctor
Shadow
ended up being
Shaman.
more Corey because my fucking Kunkka lane didn't do shit.
We're just gonna be looking at the landing stage, I think, for the most part,
Okay.
because that's what'll be most relevant for me. Okay, we'll just start with the Witch Doctor one and go through like the first like 10-15 minutes or so. All right, let's look at your items. I actually don't play a lot of Witch Doctor, so I don't know the skill build. I'm sure I can look it up real quick though. Item build is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
We'll see once we get into the game.
This one's in the bag.
All right, right at the start. Player's perspective. Conka's bottom. What is this? A Pudge mid?
Yeah.
Did you give him a award?
Picked mid and then oh
Alright, so this is good. Harassing the offlaner. Just giving him the clicks.
The battle begins.
So if you scale cask there, you might have been able to get a couple more hits off on this guy for free. It's okay though. You guys pick up the runes, super important. There you go, scale cask. This is totally fine to be running at them. I'd like it if your Kunkka was blocking a little bit more. Totally fine to run at these guys. Yeah.
man, I was late on the clarity here.
It's all good. This is pretty standard so far for a lane support, just to run at the enemy offlaner. Usually they're like stronger and will click you back. But the Doom left. So you're holding on to a lot of wards. I would have given one at least to your offlaner and one to your mid because it's a Pudge. He really needs vision to get the hooks. I really like that ward spot where you put it right there. It gives vision of the enemy pull when they try to pull that hard camp. Alright, let's pause right here. So when you go and click that creep, when you click him, when you're within 500 units of the creep, it'll, after 2 seconds, it'll aggro to you. And what will happen is the creep will click you as well. And it's not necessarily important that the creep's clicking you for that you're losing HP. It's that the lane is going to push now. And when the lane pushes, this offlaner here is going to get tons of XP for free under his tower. And we're the main thing is limiting the XP that the offlaner gets.
Okay.
And your Kunkka your Kunkka's not doing a good job of it, because he's just cleaving the creeps whenever, which is gonna push it anyways. But you'll see the effect is bigger if I'm laning with you and I'm keeping a equilibrium. So you're doing good, clicking the offlaner whenever. This is fine. At here, 140. If you run right now to the small camp, you can pull the small camp, and that will be good because it'll deny an entire wave from the two enemy offlaners. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to deny XP from the offlaners, and your Kunkka pushed it up because he's an idiot and just cleaved every time. Nothing you can do about bad carries, but right now you're not accomplishing anything by right clicking these guys when you could be pulling. Now say we're going for a kill or something, we didn't get him. Now it's too late to pull the easy camp. It's 146. This is when you need to be pulling it anyways. You need to be over here. It's too late to pull that camp, but it's not too late to pull the hard camp. So if you run to the hard camp, you don't even actually need to cut any trees. You can just pull it straight around. You can see, I can't draw on the map, but you can see if you pull it here, down and around and right through here, it'll pull. So that's what you should have done just then. Instead, I think you go for a stack, which is okay.
Just a few seconds behind.
Yeah. So you go for the stack. That's fine, but you could have pulled it. You could have pulled it through all the way through to it. Now I'm gonna hop out of this game real quick. We'll remember the time, 2:04, and let me just pop into a demo lobby real quick. And there's two pulls that I really like to do on Radiant safe lane.
Your magic ends here.
Prepare for
Oh, whoops! I need a Blanket and Quelling Blade. All right. So there's two pulls that are really good. One, there's this tree right here. Cut this tree. Usually I'll be cutting the trees for you because I'll have a Quelling Blade. And if we cut this tree right here, 2 tree cuts, you can pull this camp straight down here, and it can't be contested by the offlaner unless they're really good and they're standing right here. Not going to happen very often in rd2l. This pull is very straightforward to get, very easy. You can get it uncontested, and then you can get tons of XP as a support. The other one, I don't know, you just kind of eyeball it when the creeps are like here-ish. You can pull it down. The timing, the window is pretty big, and the tower won't click the creep, so it doesn't really, it won't affect it. And the other one, you pull the creeps here, down and around, and they walk them out here. And I'll usually cut these trees for you here, because it makes the pull a lot easier, but it's still doable without these trees cut.
the battle begins.
And on the dire side, before we move on, so when you're pulling, you never want to single pull the small camp. If you're going to single pull the small camp, it needs to be connected to the big camp. So when that pulls through, you'll click a creep over here and bring it back so that it denies the whole wave. Because if you don't deny the whole wave, there'll be like 6 creeps in the next wave, and what will happen is you'll end up double waving me, and the creep equilibrium will push towards the enemy, and it'll give XP to the offlaner. So the whole deal is denying all of the creeps when we pull. So you can either do that or just double stack the small camp and then pull it, and double stack of the small camp will kill him. Same deal. Dire side. If you cut this tree here, it's a little bit more tricky. You can pull this one up through. They run a really long way.
go.
See how they ran just to here? If you stop right here,
Your middle
when the creep
tower
wave's
is
here,
under attack.
they'll right click you and the creep wave will aggro.
The pack.
They made it a little easier. You can now pull it
Your bottom tower is under attack.
this way up through here,
Yes.
and again you have to stop like right here, and then they'll click you, and the creep wave will pull. That one's a little bit more tricky. I like Radiant side a lot more, and then connecting's also easier.
Truth compels me.
Creeps come through, click them,
I go.
aggro, bull's right there. All the small camp timings are a little different, so it's just practice of figuring out when you gotta pull this big camp. Usually when there's like, with this one, when there's like 3 left, I pull it.
I go. Out of my way.
Let them click you, they aggro. Since I'm an enemy, the enemy creeps aggroed to me. If I was on their team, they would have gone there.
I shall spill an end to
So that's the basic of pulling. These 4 camps are the camps you want to learn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're the most important ones. Other than that, the 2 ancient camps are the other 2 most important camps for you to learn how to pull as a 5. So if you just pop into a lobby at some point, practice getting those pulls.
shall not prevail.
That's the big thing there. Let me hop back into this Witch Doctor game. So like in order of importance, it goes like, is the offlaner zoned, or can I zone the offlaner? If you can zone the offlaner, zone the offlaner. If you can't zone the offlaner, can I deny as much XP from the offlaner as possible? And that's where pulling comes in. And obviously like TPing the mid or whatnot, but a lot of times it'll be the 4 doing that. I don't know how vocal CC is and like saying stuff. Right here, this is good. Clicking the offlaner as much as possible. Other than I would have liked to see a pull. Now, you're sitting on just about full mana here. Cask does 75 damage. It bounces twice. Not too much level 1, but a lot of the other supports have a really good nuke level 1. So if you're ever sitting on full mana, just throw out the nuke and damage them, because you're not getting any benefit. Yeah. Unless I'm telling you, like, unless we have kill potential in the lane, I'm like, all right, level 3, we're gonna kill these guys. Maybe I'm a core with a stun. Maybe I'm playing Sven or something. You're playing Crystal Maiden. In that case, we might save our mana. We hit level 3 and then we kill him when we have a level advantage because we pulled earlier.
Okay.
But I'll let you know with that. The stack. Again, creep equilibrium way up by their tower, really unsafe. We could have been pulling and denying XP here. Might have even been able to kill that guy with a cask and a maledict.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Good clicks on the tower. 3 minutes. Wave is still up pretty far. Let's see if you go for a pull here.
I don't think I did.
Oh, you did.
But I
You got it. Nice. And then
Chopping up double damage.
the idea here would be to connect it.
Middle tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
So see how none of the creeps died? You denied 0 XP from the offlane. We really just want to get all these creeps to die. So in that case, we'd connect it to the big camp. So you're not really worrying about getting the CS yourself. You just want, like, the main priority is deny the CS from the enemy, and usually they'll come contest it. But if they're contesting it, if they're contesting the pull, who cares? I'm free farming in the lane if they're contesting it. And then you stack again. This is good. Kunkka can clear these stacks. I think you missed. Oh, you got the stack timing, but you also blocked the easy camp accidentally. Kunkka can clear the stacks really well. And staying out of his lane so he gets more XP, really good. You go for an X. Maledict, stun. Little unfortunate. Your ward placement is good. That's not anything you can fault you on there. Probably should be carrying Dust soon. Maybe not yet. Once the Kunkka has 6, you need Dust because now you guys have giga kill potential. It'll be different for every lane. Another thing. You're sitting on 900 gold. Buy your boots, bro. Buy your boots. Buy some wards. Buy some clarities.
Do it at the time. But
Yeah.
I believe I go up to buy both of them in a minute. But
And one of the big things as a sport, you don't usually get a lot of gold. So when you die, if you see me hovering over it, if you die right now, you lose 81 gold from the death cost. That's a whole award that you would lose. Say like Monkey King for whatever reason comes and roams on you. If you died with 891 gold, you'd have 800 gold on your respawn. So it's really important to keep this number low, your gold low, just in case you ever do die. And that's why you see a lot of pros have wards or TPs queued up here in the quick buy, so they can just spam the quick buy key and buy out, so they don't lose any money on death.
yeah, I do usually queue up and then I have it on my scroll wheel. So
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
4:45. This is my favorite time. This is when usually I'll be like 4:30. I'll start pushing the wave because I want the wave at their tower. I want to have already killed that creep wave so we can get the runes. And the enemy has to decide: do I get the experience from the creeps dying on the tower, or do I go get the runes? In every case, it's better to get the runes, just about. Unless you're like super experienced starved. But each rune is like 500 gold. It's 500 gold for the team. That's a big deal. So you guys, I probably unintentional or not, the wave's in a really good spot because you guys are able to control these runes. It's really safe. You guys control this whole entire area here because the wave is shoved. So usually you want to be waiting over at the rune at the 5-minute mark so you can pick it up right away. So you head over to it now. I would have liked to see you be at the 5-minute mark just to pick it up right away.
Bounty.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So again, you've got the runes now. Perfect time to pull. You get the rune, get the other rune, pull, and then bring the creep wave back so it's safe. So you guys don't get ganked. Or if you do get ganked, right next to the tower. And you're denying more experience from the bounty.
okay.
So usually it's going to be better to buy your boost speed before your energy booster. 15% movement speed is a way bigger deal than 250 mana in terms of being able to harass this bounty and get to your pull points.
I don't know why I bought the energy booster first. This game, I never do that. I always get boots first. For some reason, I was just over there and got it.
Yep. It's also okay if you're like super poor one game, you're just super poor, have a really rough game. Just pick up a win lace. It's like a couple hundred movement speed, and it builds into Yules, it builds into Tranquils. Obviously, you go Arcanes on Witch Doctor, but Yules is always a good item, and movement speed is super value on these supports. Nice, you guys kill him. Again, waves pushing. We should be pulling.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yep, you were up a little bit. Sniper rotation came in. if the creep wave was back here because of a bull, you probably don't die there. Or at least the sniper has to waste more time. I feel like it's probably going to be the theme of this game.
Yeah.
Is
Dire's
bowling.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower. Dire's top tower is under attack.
8-minute mark. This ward is okay. It's an okay ward. It's not great. It probably will get dewarded in an rd2l game. I'd like to see you place around the 8-minute mark, second set of wards. One maybe here or here to spot the rotation from the mid laner. Because if it's here, usually the mid laner will have some type of mobility. Maybe they have a blink. Maybe they have a haste rune or something, or an invis rune. And we want to see them before they get here. Because if they get here, the chances that I get out or you get out are much lower than if we spot them on the rune rotating. But we'll have the 4 will also be placing some wards. We'll be placing them probably top at this point.
I want to say my next ward goes over there, so I'll just.
Alright, Conquest got 6 now. You guys have kill potential. You need Duster sentries. Duster is much better against bounty hunters. It's kind of quick, especially once he gets track. So we'll run out of the ward. Oh, Kunkka has them. Never mind. Kunkka's got your wards. I don't know why Kunkka's got the wards, but he does. So you guys are all set.
He was really dumb this game. He was so bad.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So do you know how tower aggro works?
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe. I know how to de-aggro. It's whatever's first in gets attacked first, right?
It's what's there's like a seven step like checklist. Tower aggro checklist in Dota 2. Attack priority. Here, did I find it? Yeah, so they go, or it's 3. It goes closest enemy unit attacking the tower, closest enemy unit attacking an ally of the tower, and then closest enemy unit. So right there, when the tower aggroed to you, the creeps weren't close enough to attack it yet, and you were the closest enemy attacking the tower. So it attacked you. And then
It's when the creeps hit the tower then?
Yep. And you know how to de-aggro by attack moving your own creep.
Yeah, A on whatever.
Yep. So you guys Kunkka saves you temporarily. Right. Not much you can do there. Space for your Pudge.
Dire's middle tower.
I don't know why he's rotating out of lane. These rotations for the sniper are super unworth it, especially if they're killing a plus 5. He lost an entire wave of XP for 200 gold.
They were very focused on me for some reason.
Yeah.
Later on, I get the dooms me like 4 times.
That's definitely a mistake on the Doom's part.
Like, I'll take that. I mean,
Quick disconnect.
yeah, I was lagging out.
Nice, get the runes. Super important.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So one of the things you should have on you are sentries. And when I play support, usually I'm buying like twice as many sentries as I'm buying obs. And especially against bounty hunter. These wards here aren't too good from them, but they're okay. It'd be nice if you found them. I don't think people ward too often in the lower OMRs. Sometimes it's hard to justify buying them, especially when you know your cores aren't looking at the minimap. So it doesn't matter if they get ganked because they're not going to see the gank on the minimap anyways. But it's a good habit to get into, good wording habits, and especially trying to find the enemy words, because having map vision in these higher tier Dota games that are rd2l is super important. A lot of times, I don't know how much pro Dota do you watch?
Pretty good amount.
A fair amount. Like you'll see EG in this tournament. I don't know if you're watching Paris at all. They'll literally just sit on a high ground because they want the vision advantage. Like late game, 40 minutes in, they'll just sit on a high ground because they want the smoke to pop while they have vision over them when the enemy team can't see them. Especially if when it gets really hard to word late game, when there's gems flying around and it's buyback based. Like vision wins Dota games. So you got in a little deep there. There's no need to walk in that far. Your cores are doing the damage. If you can just sit back and keep your positioning good for saves. And a lot of times on supports, what I find really value is wands. His bounty's been casting Shadow Walk all game. Doing some casts and some other stuff. He hasn't been in lane too much, but wands give you that burst survivability to get ulted by the sniper and then pop the wand right before it hits you and then live and escape on like 100 HP.
Yeah, for some reason lately I've not been mining this first. I've been rushing boots first, but
stats are super important. A lot of times, if you find you're dying a lot of supports will just pick up a bracer. Because it's like couple hundred strength. You'll go from like 780 HP to like 900. All of a sudden, that's an extra assassin you can tank. You end up getting run down here? Nope. Good. Head back to base.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
they chase me
attack.
really far here.
Then you're back out on the map.
Radiant's middle tower
It would have been totally okay. 12 minutes in. Nobody's mid. Go mid, take this XP. Get your level 6. Oh, you have level 6. Go mid anyways. Take the XP. Get up a good ward mid. And a lot of times if your team's not fighting or not in a position to fight, it's super okay to just sit in the lane with the TP up. So like if you would run mid, you'd have a TP to come fight bottom if they need to fight bottom, or fight top if they need to fight top, all while you're farming middle. And then so running out to lanes is oftentimes much better than TPing out. You'll see a lot of cores TP out to lanes because they like really want the levels, want the experience, want the gold. But it's much better if you run out to the lane on a support so you can TP in to help when they get gone on in the other lanes.
Okay, yeah, it's something that I've seen that I need to start doing.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And then a lot of the like some of the high divine cores and definitely the immortal cores. Once you get like mid game, once you hit this 12 minute mark, usually I'm gonna, if I'm against a really strong mid laner, it's somewhere between the 8 and 15 mark depending on the game. If I'm against a really strong laner, this lane is gonna become a dead lane, and I'm gonna go top. I'm gonna farm this jungle here and the top lane, because usually the top lane is gonna be safer because it's against the enemy carry, and they're usually not strong yet either. So if I run bottom at this point on my carry, I can farm a wave. If it does turn out to be too scary and they come to gank me, I can TP top, shrine, and farm up top. And avoid that.
structures are fortified.
All right, we're just about done with this game. Let's go check out the Dazzle game, and then we'll. What time is it? 11:43. Tran, what time are you going to bed today? Tran, what time are you going to bed tonight? Do I have time for a game? All right, I won't be on. Or do you want to? I think your dazzle game is probably going to look similar. Should we look at one of my games? One of my support games? What do you want to do?
Either way, the dazzle game, I feel like I did better in lane, but we ended up losing the game. So.
All right. We'll go.
It's gonna be a lot of the same though. I did a lot more harassment. I still wasn't too great on the pulls though. There might be one or two, but it wasn't anything that was too crazy different.
I'm trying to find a support game where I played well.
The other thing is like with the stack that I usually play with, we kind of play a little of everything, and I usually play core with that group. So
Gotcha.
I'm getting used again to playing support.
All right, here's a good support game I played a little while ago. Oh, the replay's not available. We'll see when the replay's available. This game was a low MMR party game with my friends, so the enemy didn't know what they were doing. So I went kind of memed. I did pull a lot, but all right. This was a this game was an in-house rd2l in-house that I played. All these guys are 5500, right at the cusp of immortal. Except for Jorv and one other guy. They're like 3k.
Prepare for battle.
So right now, you see us sitting for top because we knew we had kill potential. We got 2 stuns and damage over time slow. So we kind of just run at him.
Seconds to battle.
Easy first blood. Get the runes. TP bottom. See the shaker. Trying to pop his clarity. There we go, clarity pop. See do you see that? The tree that I ate's the one that I need to pull. So the tangles that I use are like I'm thinking about what trees I want to eat with them to make my game easier.
Is it 6 minutes for trees to respawn?
Yep, unless there's a tree hunt protecting the game. Another tree eaten. 2 trees eaten, now I got the easy pull. So I stunned him under tower. Unfortunately, the tower was aggroing the creeps, so we didn't get any hits. Pop the south, immediately into the wand. I know this. Ursa's going to be casting Fury Swipes and Earthshock or whatever it is all the time. Since the lane's pushed like this, I don't really want to pull. We go for a kill. Unfortunately, we don't quite get him. I was a little late on the stun. I could have stunned him under tower. Just denying creeps. Get that CS because Jorv wasn't going to get it. Lol. Again, the wave is back here, really safe, so I don't want to pull because I want to help Jorv be able to get this CS. So I've got the crow coming out with regen. So I'm low, so I'm flying out my wand and some clarities so that I can have some good mana. So they pull over there. I made a mistake. I should have been contesting this here, but instead I was sleeping a little bit, getting my regen. But now that we're here, we're contesting his ability to take this. Pretty standard laning stage so far. We'll probably see this matchup or something similar to it with offlane Ursa at some point. Ursa's pretty annoying to lane against because he does so much damage. See, he dives under tower, instant stun. We stacked our stuns a little bit. In the end, it doesn't really matter. I think we kill him. Yep. He gets in too deep. We got double stun. And we kill this guy too. Five minutes. We pushed out the lane, harassed them. They're really low, so we get the runes very easy. Right at the 5 minute mark, I'm on top of the runes, so the enemy has no chance to get it. Now we bait with Quap for this other one. Poor guy. He's getting clapped. We don't quite get him. But again, we just forced two of them to run all the way back to base. He ends up dying from ticks from the dagger. Lane's in a good spot, not too much I can do, but harass this guy a little bit. I was trying to give the Quap wards, but she wasn't taking them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
Now I don't end up pulling too much in this lane because the lane was always pushed so far in. If I left, Jorv would be at risk of dying to the Shaker, other Shaker Ursa combo, and he did a really good job of controlling the wave where he wanted it. Now the wave starts to push a little bit. First time it pushed all game, instant pull. And now you see I didn't single pull it. I got a little fucked. I don't know why they ran away, but when they run away, all of a sudden it's not worth it to double pull. So I just kill it.
Did you want the lane right in front of your tower then?
Yeah, we want the wave. When I'm playing carry, I want the wave right here, right on the edge. I should be pulling here. I didn't go pull the easy camp. I think I had time to. Either way, I pulled the hard camp. Deny a bunch of experience.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now Jorv goes mid at this point because top is ganking, so I got a little bit of free XP. Viper comes bottom. Pretty much the same deal with Viper. And that was that laning stage. Little bit different look with a lane that's got kill threat on us, and is constantly shoving the wave, as opposed to your game where the bounty had no kill threat, and the Doom wasn't ever in lane, and the Kunkka kept pushing it. So if I end up pushing lane, you pull it back. If the lane's sitting under my tower or right on the edge, usually I don't want it pulled, because when the lane goes under tower, especially early before I have a lot of damage, getting every CS isn't quite as guaranteed. If I was really good, I'd be able to get every CS, but I'm not. So I don't have perfect CS under tower, especially early. All right. Yeah, that's that. My roommate's going to bed, so I can't play Dota because my mechanical keyboard's way too clicky.
That's fair.
But maybe tomorrow. I don't have anything going on tomorrow, so we'll see. I do have a date tomorrow, so we'll see how busy I am tomorrow night. Maybe we'll
Okay.
play some Dotes.
Yeah, let me know. I'm gonna go jump in now and kind of screw around with that. So.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks. See ya.
Later.
So many things in this game.
You guys getting clapped?
Yes. 3 times in a row. Well, no, 2 times.
Right. Well, I should end my stream.